everyone, officially, and welcome. My name is Ramzi, and I am thrilled today to be your host. I'm not sure if you guys have ever wondered before or even have looked forward how to start your own brokerage. I definitely had that question in my mind a couple of times, seeing all these promotions coming from right and left. But today is the right day, and this is the right place for you to get that knowledge. We'll take, of course, a deep dive into key areas like current market, what kind of setup you will need, and some rules that Peter will be sharing with you guys in a minute. I'm so excited here to have, of course, the two of expert in their field, Kate and Peter, who will be introducing themselves in just about a minute. But before doing that, I just want to have small, we call it housekeeping matters here. Today's webinars is going to last about 45 minutes. You are free to ask questions during the webinar. We have set the last 15 minutes of the webinar to open floor for all the questions and coming through. This webinar will be available on financemagnet.com YouTube channels, on the website, and also we will do social media publication. Plus, sharing is very important. So maybe you guys find this YouTube webinar very helpful. Feel free to share it with your friend. Tag a couple of your guys who are dreaming to get their brokerage started. That's it. I think we're good to go. Ladies first, as always. Kate, shall we start with you first? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. So my name is Kate. I've been working in fintech industry for over 10 years. I have a marketing background, affiliate to be more precise. I've been also doing regional business development and switching focus to the topic. Even if you've never asked yourself how to start a brokerage firm, I hope we'll plant some seeds today.
Yeah, we're all looking for these inputs from you, Kate. Peter, your turn, I guess. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Do you have any marketing background as well? Very interesting question.
Hi, everyone. Yes, thank you for coming. I have marketing and sales background. I did an MBA in Cyprus with marketing background, and also studied 1 year in Ireland, digital marketing. However, I work in sales. I had to wake up today at 6:30 for this webinar because I'm in Latin America. I've been working a lot with the Latin American region, so I have sort of expertise in the LATAM region as well, because throughout the 7 years that I've been working in fintech and compliance, I've been working for a big KYC provider before. I've worked in Quadcode for over 5 years. If you want to speak Spanish, Portuguese, you're more than welcome. Or if you need expertise in the LATAM region in general.
I think a lot of people will be interested to reach out to you after this for some Spanish lessons, I'm guessing. Right. But, I think we should dive right into it. I see that this webinar, it is a very valuable information for all our attendees now and for people who's going to be watching later. What is your secret? What is your recommendation? The floor is yours. I'm going to mute myself. Peter, all yours.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to welcome you. Good evening or good morning, depending on where you are. So I'll share my screen now, and I think we're good to go. Today's topic is how to start a white label brokerage firm. So I'm going to speak a little bit about us, Quadcode. I'm going to speak about the market and where it stands. What is a white label solution, to whom it might benefit, and so on. And of course, I'll be happy to answer your questions upon the end of the presentation. So let's start with the market overview. In January 2023, the global online trading and brokerage market, here we're talking about retail forex, CFDs, was valued at approximately $20 billion and is expected to grow by another $12.16 billion by 2030. Some of the factors that drive growth are the increased internet penetration, a wider selection of available platforms, and growing interest in online investment, which is also driven by social media, influencer marketing, affiliates. There's a lot of channels, streamings of online trading, groups in Facebook, in Telegram, WhatsApp dedicated to trading. Also, I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago, the GameStop saga, when everybody started trading. I think the availability is more widespread and the interest is there. So the interest is there. What can we do to give the best offer, to reach out to the customers that we want to engage? Also, the engagement has grown in Latin America, Asia and Latin America, not only Europe and the United States, but those regions have been growing. They're more prosperous. The internet penetration is better, especially mobile internet. So there's a great audience to be catered to in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. As I said, I've been working with Latin America for over 6 years, specifically Portuguese-speaking Brazil and Mexico, the biggest economies. The level of interest there is good. People are ready to trade. There's a lot of engaged audience in those regions. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Quadcode, just give you an overview of who we are. We've been in the business for over 8 years. We have launched so far more than 15 brokers with annual turnover of $18 billion, with 350 average monthly traders. We have 3 offices in Dubai, Cyprus, and Australia, and 154 employees. We provide a turnkey solution, meaning that the solution that we provide is ready to go. It's a business that can start onboarding clients the day that we deliver the platform to you, and it's complete with all the modules that you need. So we're going to talk about the modules in the next couple of slides. Let's review first. Sorry, wrong slide. So let's review first the infrastructure, white label, to who it can serve, and what are the benefits. So let's say you want to open a brokerage firm and you are tasked with creating a platform. If you develop the platform from scratch, you have to hire technicians, developers, and the time to delivery of the platform can take a year or even more, and it is a very costly endeavor. So one way to bypass this costly development cycle is to find a technological partner that already has a platform that can be quickly branded, customized to deliver the trading experience that you envision for your traders, that is full with all the essential components, such as CRM and back office. So you have not only the front end, but the back office covered, that has built-in anti-fraud and risk management system scripts, the development and technical team that can aid in risk management, and also hosting, maintenance, and other small technical services included, for example, voice IP, chatbot, AI chat, and so on. And of course, customization is one of the factors that should be considered. For example, the level of customization may differ with Quadcode. There's a possibility to, of course, change the logo, to change the number of assets that are available. For example, if you decide to offer your product in Brazil and you want to add Brazilian stocks, this can be done. So you can add some local stocks. If you, for example, want to go to Thailand and you want to add a currency pair that includes the Thailand baht, that's also possible. So these small tweaks and customization can make the product more interesting and more familiar. For example, if you go to South Africa and offer a currency pair with the South African rand, people are familiar with it, and it may be, besides euro-dollar, which is the most popular asset, can be second, third most popular asset in there as well. Let's go to the next slide. Revenue streams and costs. So depending on which way you go in terms of your revenue structure. It can be where you earn a percentage from the spread or commission, overnight fees, maintenance fees. This would be an A-book route. If you decide to earn from the overall P&L, this would be a B-book. So what is A-book and B-book? A-book brokers are brokers that send orders to be executed in the market somewhere else where there's a liquidity pool. B-book broker is when the broker himself provides the liquidity. Now, most of the brokers nowadays, they use a hybrid model whereby some orders are sent to the larger liquidity pools and some other orders are executed within the liquidity pool of the broker itself. Also, some additional revenue funds can be for example, creation of different tiered accounts, trading competitions, bonuses, and so on. So depending on what type of product mix you would like to go with, there can be different approaches to the revenue. Now, costs, it doesn't matter which route to go. Marketing and affiliate will be a great chunk of your budget. So when you have the platform is beautiful, it's ready to go, functionally it's reliable, it's stable, and provides the trading experience that you want. Now you need to attract traders. So in terms of attracting the traders, you can use different venues such as in-house media buying, affiliate marketing, and especially for Asian, African regions, this is still relevant, IB, introducing broker, and offline events. So in these regions, face-to-face contact is still important. So you might dedicate a certain part of your marketing budget to offline events as well. Now, of course, staff and salary, here you might optimize your cost so that you can scale. So you can start with a small team and then you can gradually scale it. Now, of course, you as a business owner, marketing team, and at least if you're not going to hire sales, at least support would be recommended. Some companies resort to AI chatbots, but I personally think that we still need human support specialists because not a lot of people like to interact with a bot. Actually, they always ask this question when I look at the chat: are you a bot or are you a real person? So they really want to speak with a human. So far, I know AI is taking over, but human interaction is beneficial for the long-term value of your product. Now, IT and infrastructure and legal expenses. So IT infrastructure is something that is covered by the white label solution. Legal part, some things are covered by us, some things are not. For example, KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer, which is the document verification, is covered by our solution. However, you would still need to hire at least one compliance officer to design your legal documentation. For example, IML guidelines, anti-money laundering guidelines, privacy policy guidelines, terms and conditions, and so on. So this part, you should have at least one lawyer in your firm. And other expenses as well. For example, the commission of the payment processors. You know, you're going to connect a payment gateway, they're going to process the payment, and of course, they're going to ask for a small commission, which is their bread and butter. That's their business. Now, moving on, jurisdiction and regulation is another point that should be paid attention to. Depending on your strategy, depending on where you want to onboard your clients, you have different approaches. There's the top tier regulation and jurisdiction, for example, US, Japan, Europe. We would advise against operating in this market without obtaining the necessary licenses because those markets are heavily regulated. For example, there's a restriction on advertisement, there's restriction on the margins and certain trading instruments, whilst if you go in the other direction and choose an offshore regulation, then you have more liberty. But again, even with an offshore license, it's not advisable to go to the United States because they have SEC, they regulate CFD market there. So Regulated offshore serves, let's say, those countries that are in the gray area, where you can really operate globally, but in the countries where there is a jurisdiction, there is a need to obtain a license, we recommend to do that.
Here, I'd like to add that as a software provider, we can cater to any of the chosen markets and also assist with the licensing in terms of consulting.
Yes, and also one of the factors that should be paid into account is the time that you would dedicate to opening a company and obtaining a license. For example, to obtain American license or European license can take more than 1 year in the process, in the negotiation process, in the compliance process. Whilst in the offshore jurisdictions, it can be done maybe about 6 month period. So this should be also factored in when choosing the jurisdiction. And also compliance and restrictions apply depending on where you'll open the company and what types of product you'll offer. For example, if you want to offer bonuses, higher margins, then offshore regulation is the way to go. Now, startup flow, how to get started. So first and foremost, you do your planning and research. You decide in which jurisdiction you want to go, what type of product you will offer, what is going to be your competitive advantage, what will make you stand out, the business structure, how many people you are going to need on the initial phase. Scalability is important, but you need to start small and grow big. We all want to do that. Licensing and regulation, technology partnerships. This is where we enter. This is where companies like ours can provide their services. So you have everything covered and focus on other aspects of the business. Liquidity solution with Quadcode, we also provide liquidity. However, with white label solutions, you can choose a variety of liquidity providers. If you want, you can connect different sources for liquidity to ensure stable operations. Website and branding, which is actually your face. So your website is the face of your business. You need to make it attractive. You need to make it user-friendly, and it must stand out. It must deliver the message. It must deliver the spirit of your broker, let's say. Payment solutions, of course, there's no money if there's no cashiers, if there's no way to deposit and withdraw. It's best to have different payment methods. For example, some people resort to crypto deposits, others prefer using bank cards, e-wallets, and so on. Legal documentation should be in place. Again, as I've mentioned, anti-money laundering policy, privacy policy, terms and conditions at the minimum. Risk management, there are different approaches to risk management. We'll talk about that later. Marketing and acquisition, as I've been pointing out, is a very important other half of the business. Client support, compliance, and continuous improvement on what you already have. A/B testing strategy in terms of marketing, release of new features. By the way, with us, if you start with the initial package and you decide to make a customization, and then you invent a feature or you decide to implement something that has not been done before, it is possible to do so. We can make your ideas come true in terms of features, in terms of product customization.
We went quite in detail here, but this whole process, in essence, can be summed up in 5 steps. You selecting the configuration based on the market you're planning to operate, preferred revenue streams, geography. We build infrastructure. We connect the payment gates, present you the end product and its launch time for the marketing, for the acquisition to be started.
Thank you. So we'll move to the next slide. building a broker module. So the model structure, the model structure is a component structure of the business, of their overall business. So you cannot just have the trading platform without having it connected to a back office, to a CRM. It's best to also not only have the web version, but desktop, mobile application. There's also another element in this business, which is the billing, sales, affiliate. So all these components drawn together is a business ready to be launched. So all of the components in this diagram are necessary for you to have a completed business. With a white label solution, you don't need to look for a different provider, somebody who will build the web application, somebody who will design your landing page, someone who will provide you the CRM, someone who will provide you with the support system, sales, and affiliate program. With us, you have everything, including, by the way, the affiliate program. So we design affiliate program with revenue share, CPA, or hybrid offerings. So with our solution, you have all the components that you need in order to move forward. KYC and AML, as I mentioned, compliance is necessary. Dealing desk, if you decide to go with a B-book route, meaning that your broker will be the liquidity provider, is also included. Dealing desk will make sure to monitor trading activities to make sure there are no fraudsters, scammers, and prevent some malicious users to raid your platform, right? So dealing desk make sure that you're not losing money because of some illegal activity. CRM. Kate, maybe you would like to add something about the CRM. I've been talking so much. Maybe if you want to also add something.
Have a rest, have some water. So CRM basically gives you access to a large number of reports with very detailed statistics for you to track all the marketing campaigns, set up retention ones with emails, push notifications, pop-ups, to extend the lifetime of your customers. Here you also get to communicate with your clients via emails, live chats, and phone, and of course monitor financial flows, in, outs, P&Ls, and the trading activity.
Yes, it's an all-in-one system where you have the sales module, you have the support module, you have the marketing analytics tools. So we're talking about CRM from Quadcode. Of course, there are different CRM. Our CRM is a holistic one. It was designed initially it was designed mostly for marketing. However, it has grown to include all the modules such as sales personal cabinet, support personal cabinet, system for retention. For example, you can send push notifications, you can send emails to the clients and then see how many of them have been opened, how many of the users who opened the email have clicked on the call to action, how many of these have deposited. You can check also the structure of your affiliate program, who's the best affiliate for a given month. You can see the performance of your in-house media buying campaigns. Also, it's possible to see the in-out of the money flow, basically. The trading instruments, which is the most popular trading instruments right now, globally or in a specific region. Also, it is possible to engage with new clients from the CRM. There's a sales module where your account manager or account manager team, sales team can contact the clients directly from the CRM. So it has a voice IP integrated, so your sales team can call to the customers from the CRM. Risk management and compliance. There are different approaches. There are different risk aversion strategies when we talk about A-book, it is important to have a reliable source for liquidity and timely hedging. So in terms of liquidity, when you have somebody who is constantly winning, you want to also make profit on top of his or her trades. So you might send this, well, you might want to send this deal to a larger liquidity pool, and you want to make sure that the trades are executed timely, so there's no slippages, because this will mark your reputation. You want your orders to be executed precisely. So you need to have different liquidity providers in case some orders are not executed in the right time. For a B-book, it's important to have a team of dealers who will monitor the market activities in your platform, and they will make sure there are no suspicious activity, and the traders are abiding by the terms and conditions that you have set. Also, it's important to have active know your customer and anti-money laundering policies. For B-book, also, you can set trading limits, margin requirements, and different scripts for risk management.
And adding up on the risk management, here comes AI. We are constantly working on improving our anti-fraud scripts to also keep your platform safe and secure.
And the final slide, business architecture. Here you can see a comparison of different approaches. So one approach is where you start from scratch. Here you see all the modules, again, compiled in the list: business strategy, marketing costs. These two, whichever way you will go, even if you go with a white label solution or you start from scratch, you have to develop a business strategy, because it's your business. You need to decide in what regions you want to operate, what type of broker you want to be, A-book, B-book, or hybrid. Second is marketing costs. Again, it will be required either way, whether you start from scratch or you go with a white label solution. Now, the rest is covered. Liquidity is covered. Cross-platform trading solution, web, desktop, Android, iOS is covered with the white label solution. CRM system is included. Payment gateways and payment processors are included. KYC providers are included. Risk management, legal services are included to an extent. Again, as I've mentioned, some of the important documentation compliance should be produced within your company. You must have an IML or compliance officer. Infrastructure is included. Then talent costs is included. You don't have to have a team of developers. You don't have to hire web designers and so on. Well, actually, when we talk about the landing pages, we advise our clients to design landing pages themselves, because first off, it is creativity. It is your, let's say, it is the spirit of your brand. So you want to approach this with, you want to have a particular approach. Yeah, with love. You want to have a particular approach. You want to make your business stand out. And if we produce landing pages for all of our clients, they would kind of be in the same wave. So it's best you create something that represents you. Talent trading can be done by us. So for example, once we start working together and you want to understand how to use the CRM, or you want to train your salespeople on how to use the sales module, how to call the clients, how to see the information, for example, in what asset different traders are trading, is the trader online or not, how to do the call, how to log the conversation into the CRM. This can be done. Support team trading, marketing team trading, how to download different analytics, different statistics. So we can show you. And I actually want to invite you to do a demo with me. I'll show you the CRM. I'll be able to show you. I think we don't have much time for this presentation, but I'll be happy to show you the platform itself, as well as the CRM. So welcome to schedule a meeting with me. Time to market. With our solution, you can go to market, you can go live from 2 weeks since we signed the contract. If you do a solution from scratch, it says here from 6 months, but it's not true, because I would like to see somebody who would develop a trading platform within 6 months. That would be, well, it's doable certainly, but bug fixing and testing period would take at least another 6 months. Setup costs with us, it starts from $20,000. If you build a solution from scratch, you can go upwards of $150,000. Well,
so Peter wasn't exactly correct saying about the previous slide to be the last one. Here is the last one. You scan the QR code, you can book a demo that he advertised so heavily.
Yeah.
And in case you happen to be in Limassol next week, you can join us at iFix Expo. I'll be there. There will be our head of commercial. Also, one of our team members will be taking part at a panel discussion. And we are always happy to chat, to network, to discuss possible partnership opportunities. So hopefully I'll see you there, and thank you for your attention.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to, Kate took my line there. I was going to say, you come and meet Kate in person here in Cyprus, in beautiful sunshine. Cyprus, we have a new location this year. So the iFix Expo Limassol is going to be at the famous City of Dream Casino. Kate will be there at booth number 37 with her team. So anybody who wish to come and have a face-to-face conversation about not this subject, but about everything that is Quadcode, feel free to pass by their booth and say hello, at least. I was going to say the floor is open for question, and then I see all the questions are start to flowing in. We have many questions, and thank you as well. Okay, Frederick is asking, are you guys based in Cyprus? That is the first question. Awesome. So they are based in Cyprus. Yes, you can come and schedule a meeting with them. I think they have an open office. You can
yes, Federico. You can come to the office. You can
awesome.
Meet us.
Okay.
Also, come to the Expo. We'll be happy to meet you there.
Definitely, I think a lot of people will be interested to see you guys at the Expo. Very interesting, Peter, the way you explain. I think it is a lot to digest here. It's a lot of information. The good thing that this is going to be available on demand, so you can, anyone who's wondering, you can go over and watch it again. I see a really very, very interesting question. This question here, I think it is the first question we should ask for those people who are, looking for how to start and what is the ideal in your opinion in the typical time frame. In a shorter way, they are asking what is the time of delivery for the broker.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the time of delivery is within 2 weeks. However, if there's a customization that you want, for example, if there's something specific that you want to add, which is not included in the standard package, this might take some time. However, the standard platform can be delivered within 2 weeks.
Okay, and another question, I think it's a follow-up question. If, the KYC is a very hot topic these days, especially in the brokerage industry. We are all familiar with how it works, but maybe you can help us to elaborate on how this service can assist you. Do you also handle KYCs in your case?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have a KYC provider connected. Therefore, this part will be covered for our clients. Also, the CRM system includes a compliance module where sales team, support team, or maybe compliance officer can see if the user has submitted documents, if they have been verified, or if there was a problem. For example, the user is in some sort of OFAC, which is a blacklist, let's say terrorists or money launderers or criminals, or if he submitted a document which happens to be a fraudulent document. For example, he used Photoshop or something.
Many cases, yes, in the KYC
yes.
industry.
Yes, we have it included.
Okay, I'm looking for a question for Kate. She's coming from a marketing background as well. Kate, marketing is very crucial for any success for any brokerage. As Peter has started his presentation, that we need to allocate a good budget to the marketing and the design part of it. Do you guys, can you also help with the marketing efforts?
Mm-hmm. Well, especially since me and Kate, we have marketing background, we'll be delighted to share our expertise. We have been working together some years ago in affiliate marketing. We both studied marketing, and in general, not only us two, but our company was created with a large focus on marketing. So we know the deal, we know how it works, we know we have quite a chunk of expertise, and we consult our clients on marketing strategies.
Thank you, Peter, for substituting for me. The question was directed for me, but I can just say yes, the answer was correct.
In a simple, straightforward. I think Peter today is trying to, get the spotlight for him today. So
yeah,
I'm trying
to eat all the airtime.
I'm trying to find the question again. I think this will be a good fit as a follow-up question, since it is somehow related to the marketing that is design. We know that is a huge point and can be a make or break factor in any business when it comes to designs. The way you communicate your business, the way you present yourself in the online and offline world. Do you guys also offer this support? Do you have any brokerage firm established that does help with the design aspect?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sure. We have different designer agency or freelance designers that we can recommend. Or if you come to us with your designer, that's also fine. We don't do design in-house because otherwise all the designs would be similar, but we have a pool of designers that we can recommend,
yes.
Each one with their own style ideas, and we provide context of these.
It's whole part of the brand identity that each one should establish, that is part of the successful of the brokerage itself.
Exactly.
I think one more question. If there's any more questions, they're coming in from the audience. I see, yes, we do manage. Let's see who's responding to our amazing question coming through. Okay, I think this is the final question where we can wrap up this session. And for those people who are just looking forward, to starting out, which is majority of our audience today, and the future audience as well through the on-demand video, it is very important and necessary to have the legal entity in place before engaging with your service. I know you had explained this through your presentation, but I just want to make sure we answer this question. Do you need, do the person need a legal entity to start working with you guys?
So we recommend having a legal entity. However, if our client can be an individual entrepreneur or ex-affiliate who has experience in marketing and now wants to start his or her own brokerage, we recommend having a legal entity. However, we can start working without a legal entity. There are ways to do so. So it's no problem if they don't have a legal entity.
Okay, so I think this is it. We are going to wrap up unless there is one more. I think Martin here is asking a very important question. In terms of the exchange, with exchange, are you working with US only or can also link up with local exchange?
We can link up with local exchanges as well.
Okay, I think that's answered your question. Anybody else? If not, I think we're gonna wrap up this. I'm just gonna say what an incredible speaker I have today with me, Kate and Peter. Thank you so much for sharing this insight with us and your expertise. Of course, the biggest thanks is to our attendees as well for joining us today. We hope that this webinar gonna help you to have at least the broader understanding and the knowledge, plus strategy on how to kickstart your journey and take your first step in the world of the finance, particularly the brokerage world. If you have any further question, I think the Quadcode team here are well known about their amazing customer support. You can reach out to them directly. They will share their contact detail with everyone who attended or registered for this webinar today. Also, as we discussed earlier, you can meet them in person here in iFix, Expo, International Limassol. So please feel free, reach out to them. I think they can help you at least to get the broader picture on how to start and how to be successful in this business. Very important, remember, today, it's always, as we say here, it is the first step. So without dedication, the right information, and some hard work and love, as Kate, she said, your dream of owning the brokerage can become reality. And I think it's going to be as easy as that. So thank you so much.
And we're here to help that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for these things. Thanks for our attendee. Till next webinar. Wish you all a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.